This morning, there are contamination concerns continuing at Coldwater Creek, this time because of a wastewater spill from Boeing.
Sydney Stallworth is joining us live in Berkeley this morning with the latest on this contamination. Good morning, Sydney.
Good morning, Michelle and Rennie. This morning, the EPA is saying about 1,000 gallons of wastewater from Boeing are now likely in Coldwater Creek. And this morning, we are learning more about exactly what those contaminants are. Now, initially, the EPA put out a report saying that Boeing's wastewater contained a carcinogen, a deadly chemical, but now it's believed that the contaminant is likely less harmful. The EPA now says trivalent chromium, or CR3 compounds, were found in the plant's wastewater spill near Lambert Airport. If you're wondering about the effects of contaminants like trivalent chromium, the CDC reports CR3 can irritate the respiratory system when inhaled and also cause some nasal irritation and coughing, depending on just how extensive the exposure is. Initially, the EPA's reported hexavalent chromium compounds, or CR6 compounds, were in Boeing's wastewater that ran into the creek. And just so you know, CR6 is a human carcinogen known to cause an increased risk of lung cancer. The EPA says Boeing was aware of the spill, stopped the release, and started sampling water from Coldwater Creek. The Missouri Department of Natural Resources is also expected to be testing this water. This morning, residents are pretty concerned about the impact on areas surrounding the creek. The EPA released the following statement saying, quote, "If there were an immediate threat to life, the local first responders would communicate that directly to the news media and in the public." Now, this is a continuous concern for residents who live in and around Coldwater Creek. In our next half hour, we'll talk about how these concerns date all the way back to World War II and why residents are still asking questions today. But for now, reporting in Berkeley, I'm Sydney Stallworth, 5 on your side.